Good evening, everyone. I wanted to welcome everybody here tonight, parents, family, and most of all, our band students. What a wonderful day. We are here tonight for the All-County Band, and my name is Greg Hill. I'm superintendent of Roanoke County Schools, and I'm pleased to be amongst such great talent and amongst a great number of wonderful students. These students that will be performing tonight are selected the best players from each of our 5 middle schools and our 5 high schools. The music that they played throughout the day they've never seen before this morning when they got in and began to practice it. It shows you how much they've learned and what they've done. We really value music education in Roanoke County because it helps our students communicate both verbal and in nonverbal form. It helps them to collaborate. Everyone works together and to produce a quality product. It helps to instill creativity because our players must learn to integrate the notes and rhythms to create a pattern or emotion. Critical thinking. Musicians must constantly be analyzing what they're doing and finding a better way to do it. And it promotes citizenship because they give back to the community in such a wonderful way. Arts is a very important part of our daily education, and we could not be as effective as we are without it. I really want to thank everyone for coming tonight. Thank the parents who support the music program. Thank the directors, and thank you students for caring and taking this so seriously, and we are proud of you. You make Roanoke County a special place. At this time, I'll turn it over to Mr. Barry Tyler.
Thank you, Dr. Killo. We wouldn't be able to do this if we didn't have the support of the top of the administration and the support of the school board, and particularly parents. You all are the ones that get everybody to the rehearsals and do all the things and buy reeds and mouthpieces and all those things. So the opportunity they have up here is really because of parents. And there's one other group that needs to be recognized, and that is the Roanoke County Band Directors. I've been watching them today run around, and they're kind of like surrogate parents. They take care of your kids all day long. They do things that you're probably not aware of, like help them figure out what to eat or what to wear, tie their shoes, and things like that. You wouldn't think that would happen to high school kids, but it does. So I have the band directors here. I'd like to have them stand. Roanoke County Band Directors. So a testament to the teaching that's going on here is that these kids have played a total, they're going to play for about 3 pieces each, and they've had about 5 hours to rehearse these 3 pieces. Not many people would try to put something together like that quickly, but they can do it. And you're going to be hopefully pleasantly surprised. Our first conductor of the middle school band is Roanoke native. His dad was a band director in Roanoke for a long time in Roanoke City. So he grew up knowing about bands, and he taught in Roanoke City for a while, and now he teaches in Salem. And he started at Salem at Andrew Lewis there, and then he now he's at Salem High School, and he's known for his ability to work with young people. And he's done a great job today. I'd like to introduce to you Mr. John Wright.
Good evening, everybody. It's a pleasure being here working with all your young students today and all day long. It's been a testing day. Trying to learn 3 pieces in 5 hours is not easy. But they have worked hard. I think we pushed them to the limits. By dinner time, they were done. They were like, we can't do it anymore. So But they've worked hard. We're going to do 3 pieces to unite. I think there's 4 in the program, but we're going to do the 3 we're going to do is Megiddo, that we're going to open with, which is an Egyptian theme talking about the world's first recorded battle. So it's really a neat piece. We're going to go to Athena, which is based on the Greek god and all that kind of stuff. And then we're going to close with Castlegate, the story and legend from 1924, which is about a coal mining town, which was the worst disaster in coal mining history. And it's got a real slow, mysterious beginning, and then ends with the celebration of all the lives that were lost, this kind of thing. So it's been really neat working with all these students today. I've had a blast working with them. It's better than being in class all day long with my kids, so it gives me a good change. So, but it's been fun. Hope you enjoyed these 3 pieces. We're going to pause in between each one and then set up and go again. So.
I'd be amiss if I didn't thank Mr. Solstice and Mr. Whitlow, both principals of the high school and middle school here, for letting us use their facilities and being so gracious to us. Thanks. Give them a round of applause, please. I thought about this when I was listening to the middle school band play. I played in the Roanoke Symphony for 40 years, and we never tried to play a concert with 5 hours of rehearsal. It gives you an idea of what we're up against here, and they did a great job, and I hope you'll be pleased with what you hear here. Introduce you to Wayne Gallups. You can read about him in your programs, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just tell you what I know about him. He obviously is a fine musician, but in addition to that, he cares. He doesn't just care about himself and his own, he doesn't promote just himself. He doesn't do that at all. He cares about kids and he cares about music. And that shows when you watch him work and you watch him make music. And we've been lucky to have him down from Radford University today to work with our kids, and he's been patient and kind and caring, and you can't ask any more than that. And he passed on many gems, and he wasn't thus interested in having the concert sound good so that he might look good. He taught the kids how to do things, and that's a sign of a real educator. And in today's world, the new buzzword in education is engagement. You go in the classroom, you want to see the students engaged. Well, all you got to do is come in a band room. Everybody's engaged. Nobody's sleeping. Nobody's tweeting or anything like that. We got a lot going on today, and here is Dr. Wayne Gallups.
Okay, good evening. What an honor, to speak for myself, what an honor to be invited by folks in my own town to come and conduct the high school honor band. Folks, many of the kids on this stage are like family to me, a couple of them. Won't mention any names. Both of my kids went through Northside High School, and we have just loved being in the Roanoke community now for about 15 years. And this is just a great personal honor for me to have a chance to work with these students today. The other great thing about working with these students today is they're the kind of kids that you can horse around with a little bit and then reel them back in, and we get a lot of work done and enjoy ourselves at the same time. That isn't always the case. Sometimes you got to put the foot down for the whole day, and that was not the case with this bunch. Really lovely young people and talented musicians, and having experienced firsthand the efforts and the work and the experience and the caring that Barry Tucker and all of the Roanoke County band directors share with your children every day is amazing. And I can tell you that it's true, the work that these folks do. And sometimes I feel like I'm preaching to the choir when I do these kind of events, because you're the music parents and the music kids, and we all know the value of what we're doing here. And we just have to be reminded that when necessary, we have to remind those in authority of the importance of what we're doing here. And I'm also very thankful that the school superintendent for Roanoke County Schools was here. I don't know if he's still here, but if you are, thank you for your comments that I heard in support. We're very fortunate in the Roanoke Valley to have strong music education and strong support from the administrations and the school boards for Roanoke County Schools, Roanoke City Schools, and Salem City Schools. So we don't want to take that for granted, and it's evident here in the quality of these students. If you're familiar with today and tomorrow, tomorrow is October 31st, is the 500th anniversary of Martin Luther and the Reformation, the 95 Theses that really altered history for Western civilization, brought about, of course, the Protestant Reformation, but also brought about the period of enlightenment that followed, that brought Europe out of the Middle Ages. And many folks are celebrating that 500th anniversary today. And so I thought that this Renaissance piece by James Curnow, based on obviously the Mighty Fortresses of God, the Martin Luther hymn, Ein Feistberg, was very appropriate today. And we had a little bit of a history lesson this morning. Not a theological lesson, but a history lesson this morning about the meaning of that piece that you just heard. The next piece we're going to perform also has very special meaning to me personally and Roanoke ties. It's composed by someone who's a dear friend of mine and my wife Donna and our family for many years. He was a fellow high school band director in Tampa Bay area, where I grew up, and was a high school band director for about 20 years before coming up here to Roanoke, George Farmer. And George became a quite prolific composer of band music. And this particular piece that we're about to perform, Whispers from the Heart, was written to honor a young lady who lost her life in one of the middle school bands in the Tampa Bay area. The director of that program was at the time Tom Viking and Michael Vale. And some of you that might have been around band in this area, this part of the country for a while, may know those names, Tom Viking and Fred Gebhardt and Mike Vale, because they ran the Mid-Atlantic band camps that many of your kids, I know for many years, went down to Fenton College and participated in the Mid-Atlantic band camp. So this piece was actually written for one of the guys that ran that Mid-Atlantic camp for many years. and in honor of the student that they lost. And it's a beautiful piece. It's just a beautiful melody at the beginning, very melancholy, and then kind of turns to a hopeful phase, that we have hope even in the most difficult of times. So we hope you enjoy this piece. This is George Farmer's Whispers from the Heart.
Check.
It's a beautiful piece. I have to tell you a story. I did that piece with an honor band a number of years ago. I think it was in Wise County. And it's like Barry, I think one of you guys was saying earlier about the power of music and music ed, and we just don't know how we're going to impact, Barry and I were talking, how we're going to impact other people through our life, through our music. So did that piece with an all-county honor band in Wise County, And an elderly gentleman came up to me afterwards, and he was just in tears. And he said they had buried their 4-year-old grandchild that morning. And that piece meant so much to me. So, you know, we never know. We never know the impact of our efforts. So on a brighter note, this last piece we're going to play is a transcription of a Joplin ragtime piece. And I think there's going to be a little bit of cutting up, maybe a little bit of cutting up going on. How are your sinuses doing? That's a problem. Okay. We're going to do our best. So we're going to wrap up our part of our concert tonight with the Scott Joplin Stringless Rag. Thank you for coming out tonight. Thank you for supporting your children in these efforts in hand. Stringless Life.